Medium purse. I swear he's just like sitting there refreshing all the time. Because I've never seen somebody join so fast, so consistently. Have a macro with a bot account just constantly there. I wouldn't be surprised. He does, confirmed. Knew it. In a while. Mm-hmm. Surely. I've gotten that before, even without that. Probably like a couple months ago. I have a secret that I know when. But I will not say. It's because there's a trick to it. Spill? You have to be sitting there waiting for it, obviously. But as it's about to start, there's like a few second window. The screen flashes like a different. I don't know how to explain it. Like if you're sitting on the chat with the thing open, it like flashes quickly. And then if you refresh at that time, by the time that you're refreshed and click the reward, it's already available. It's like you're preloading it essentially. Did you fall again? Where the fuck are these walls? There's one. Oh, I know why it did it then. I don't know where these two will be. both in. Revenge. Link loves tough, huh? That dude is always building with that shit now. I wonder how more annoying that would be if we used tough a lot in this. I don't know how he gets so much of it. Considering he doesn't have a way to get a lot of it quickly. Imagine he had to use a million andesite here. I think he would collapse. Meanwhile, we just had it all on hand, plus some. Jay feeling risky today, put it on some country. It's Morgan Wallen and Tate, like I really can't complain. I really hope we can get this sub-region done today. Well, there's the walls that I missed. Wish I could take credit for that, but it ain't me to design this. And things like this, I could never, bro. Take it or leave it. Fair enough. Thank you. Really didn't think we'd actually be this far along, too. So quickly. Finally gonna have something in the end, yeah? How you doing, Idol? Recommended. Well, that layer looks fun. That one looks even better. One looks fun. Oh, so all the rest of the layers are going to be miserable in terms of inventory. It's going to be like 3 or 4 trips every time. We pet in Toothless. I wonder if somebody's made Burke. Do we think somebody's made Burke? Also, did this materialist just say 1 red nether brick? Where? It should be pretty easy to spot. The front. The fuck you mean action prevented by easy plays? Hello? Appreciate the 10 stream streak, James. And the lurk, as always, my dude. Let's have a quick search, shall we? It's like ISO of Burke. They have attempted it. It looks interesting to say the least. The shader is really helping this guy out because it doesn't look that detailed. I'm surprised it's not really like a huge detail build with this. Patreon download. Lovely. What the fuck? Why does that look so good? Does this not look sick? I'm a professional, by the way. Window capture. Does that not look sick? Scan the dailies. What the fucking spine? Like the mouth is like perfect. You were watching what, Burst? I'm sidetracked. I'm probably gonna get this shit done today. It's like I want to build that dragon. Like, where the fuck would I put that? Not Queen of the Underworld for nothing. True. No fucking way. That's Minecraft. Oh yeah, that was a render. Even then, still. God damn. Yeah, I don't know. That dragon looks like the coolest thing ever. I don't really see anything else, to be honest. Even goddess. Oh man, just so much stone, dude. I feel like I've heard this song before. I have. $27 They may have added scaffold place back. Hold on, this is important news. $27.6. Oh, that's only for 1.21.11. Wow, what are the chances? I just checked Tweakeroo, and that shit's already updated as of 4 minutes ago for 26.1. That's actually kind of crazy considering the update came out, what, 7 hours ago? A lot must have not changed, I guess, for that to be the case. Is this the spoil before the Armageddon that's gonna happen when they go to Vulcan for the render? It's gonna be like weeks until that happens. It's been there for months. Oh wow, Scaffold Place actually got merged with Tweakfork, or from Tweakfork. Since 1.21.8. Scaffold Place is so peak for floor decorations, guy. You guys don't even understand. Essentially, what it allows you to do is place blocks like any block like scaffolding. So if I wanted to place straight across like this, for example, all I would do is just hold down place here and it would go like, it would place the blocks like that. But the benefit is I can use it with fast placement as well. And I can go like this and it'll place like 4 or 5 different rows in front of me as I'm just walking across. So if we're making a floor decoration, it's fucking cracked. And for this, where it's all solid, it would be peak. But I'm not updating the server to 1.21.8 for that. That'd be such a pain in the ass. The fuck am I out of that already? Wait, once we found that out in 1.17 that was a feature, it was so nice to just walk across and make a floor decor. We could probably decorate a whole floor if it's a single layer in like a couple hours. Just by walking back and forth. That's how ridiculous Scaffold Plays was. And it also worked with swapping the correct thing as well. I don't know. I probably won't update until Vulcan is done. It seems like the logical thing to do, in my opinion. Because I don't really see anything pressing for me to actually update as of this moment. I actually don't even remember what half the stuff is in the newer versions. Is 7 the gas thing? Or no, the zombie. The chicken jockey shit? Like, I actually don't remember what any of the fucking subversions are again. Oh, am I missing one stone? Why does this always happen to me? I'm cursed. I just took a full inventory of andesite, and it said it's not the entire layer for the materialist. What? Not the only one what doesn't know what the versions drops are anymore. What's exactly in them. Let's all have a look, shall we? I always miss one block. Yeah. Craft change log. One to 21.6 is apparently chase the guides. Oh, that's right. 7 is a minor hotfix, and then 8 was a major hotfix. All part of the same thing. Copper Age is 9. There was another hotfix, of course, for that. And then Mounts of Mayhem is 11, which is Nautilus. So really, all I'm missing right now is Copper Golems and Nautilus, which I'm not really too bothered about. Shelves would be nice. But I'll wait until 26, I guess 2? Or whenever Vulcan is fully released and all the mods are updated and we can continue there. I know I wasn't missing much, so this will be fun. Eat easy place. Can you stop with the place of the blocks, please? Thank you. Wait, is Shadow Lord out today? Or not Shadow Lord, Daredevil? Oh fuck, Daredevil is out today. No. Yes. It is today. It says season 2 coming March 24th. Am I under the influence, or is it March 24th? Oh, it's 9 p.m. 8 episodes? But oh, it's weekly? Oh, brother. I don't like when shows do weekly episodes anymore. Either drop it all at once, or you drop it daily. Is the only thing Star Wars we got this year Maul, Born Again? Not Born Again. Shadow Lord? Oh no, we get the Mandalorian movie, I guess, if you really care about that. The whole season is out, and definitely that's what I used to do for a couple of things. Why did I buy Disney Plus if it was going to be dropping weekly? Oh, I guess why, because Maul Shadow Lord is April 6th. But that's also a fucking weekly thing. So I gotta pay for 2 months of that shit. It's always something, man. What just came out recently that dropped all at once that I just binge watched in like a single day or two? There was some show that I was watching that dropped a new season that I just completely finished it in a single day. Which I guess they don't want you to do. They want you to have to keep coming back and whatnot. But I don't like watching shows like that. They want the hype to stay around for longer. I'm just like, nah, man. Let me watch the show. True. I mean, I'm just thinking, trying to like logically why they would do stupid stuff like that. But Andor was like kind of peaked the way they did it. We got like 3 episodes a week, which was sick. I get why they did that too, is because it made a lot of sense because they were jumping around all over the place. But still peak cinema. I still haven't found this fucking stone. I don't care, I'm doing it. Semantic verifier, start verification. Where is the stone? Why is it doing everything? Under layers. There. You started watching season 2 and you forgot who the people were? You're messing with me, right? It's not a bad thing you gotta rewatch season 1. It's still pretty good. Season 2 is just so fucking peak. Felt like it was ages. I mean, that's fair enough. I'm pretty sure I watched season 1 like 3 times before season 2 came out. Shit, now I want to watch it again. It's gonna take a lot for me to say like there's like a new favorite Star Wars thing for me. Because I used to say Rogue One was underrated, dude. And I think some people are starting to realize why we like those kind of Star Wars stories rather than a lot of other stuff. Star Wars does not need lightsabers to be good. Oh, 100% Rogue One is like, if it's not my favorite, it's my second, just followed by Revenge of the Sith, because Revenge of the Sith is just so, you know, iconic. Show's still definitely going to be Andor. I don't think anything's really going to top that. Followed behind Clone Wars is because, you know, it's where it all kind of stems from. Bad Batch. Bad Batch is. It's good. Not as peak as the other ones, though. Little baby the goat. True. Continue. I was just yapping. love grabbing a full inventory of andesite. I'm trying to think of other shows. I mean, I'm never gonna watch Acolyte. That thing can go fuck off. Saw the trailer and was just not. Like, just not. Forget any other shows. Boba Fett, not really anything exciting to be honest. Obi-Wan, kind of a letdown. Mandalorian, not really my style. Ahsoka was pretty good, especially like some of the peak ones with Anakin in it and whatnot. Never watched Skeleton Crew. Rebels was pretty decent. The tales, they weren't really that great. Only peak ones was like when they had like Grievous and shit. Oh yeah, come! I love this part today. Um, I got a random question in the Discord. How many pistons do I need for the 278 perimeter like you did in the video for the bedrock breaker? I said whatever's in the schematic. And then brother started to DM staff. And he said, bro, you're kind of a prick, not gonna lie. The fuck? What did I do, bro? And then this guy on YouTube for the tree farm with Link, he said, I'm having an issue with the mangrove farm where after, this isn't working and this and that. Please don't tell me if it's built right, it'll work. As it's built off your schematic, verified layer by layer, all contents are matching. I said, crazy to tell someone how to respond, by the way. The only way that happened is either A, playing on a server that modifies redstone, paper, spigot, some other stupid fork of Minecraft. B, the farm is rotated like I said not to do in the video. Or C, the blast chamber is not figured correctly, so it's not going to function properly. This guy says, what's crazy is your attitude towards people asking for help on a farm you helped design. Wrong. I put it together. I didn't design fucking nothing. Released a video on it, telling people they built it wrong when there's already been issues with parts of your farm. Wrong. Link is the perfect exception of how it is working perfectly fine, and nothing is modified from the original schematic. Hello. Your ego is insane, and your replies to people asking for help shows it. Have a good one. I'll fix yet another one of your problems occurring in your design. Again, not my design. I put it together and made it all work. Hence, it works for me, it works for Link, and it works for others. I responded with 3 crying laughing emojis. Then this guy says, explains the slow growth on your content creation. I said, I do this as a hobby. Sorry, I'm not here for the money and popular like a bunch of other creators. Please do try to help others because I was able to help Link and many others get it to work perfectly. Don't know what I did for you to hate me right off the back. Brother says, there's no hate. I was just asking for an answer. I'm sorry. Saying that you're explaining your slow growth in content creation and me trying to help is not hate. Well, I must be stupid. My apologies if it seemed like hate, but when I go through the comments first and your responses are all simply telling people it's wrong when they're telling you it's not. It works if it's built correctly, brother. The person that can't do redstone, I'm sorry, Link, but it's true. The person that doesn't understand the basics of redstone was able to assemble instant wires, zero tick pistons, a vertical instant wire, by the way, not very easy to do. Flying machines, a storage, conveyor belts, and a complicated ass fucking tree farm. You're gonna tell me that it doesn't work. Right. Right. And he builds it without easy place, by the way. You're gonna look at me and tell me that I'm wrong. And that my schematic is wrong. Okay. But I have the ego saying that you built it wrong. And it works perfectly fine. For Link and myself. Right. Love idiots. True. They won't admit that they're wrong. If I could replicate the issue like I did with the mud farm earlier on stream, I admitted that, it was locational and I didn't test it. But there was a fix that we found out together on stream. I took Omango's word for it that it was going to be fine anywhere. And that's on me. I wouldn't be surprised if it was, Achillean.
There is no passion, there is no vision, there is no aggression, there is no fucking mindset in this football club. Nothing is there. What the hell is there in this football?
Uh-huh. There is no passion. Like, if it didn't work for Link, then that's a different story. Link has not had a single issue with that entire area. And he is at it every single day. Farming either trees or cobblestone and basalt. So if he's able to put together from the videos and a little bit of extra help with me with the instant wires, because that's on me, I kind of forgot that those would be, or the ones on the farm would be a little bit more complicated to curve the rails in a certain direction. That's my fault. I've covered it with the video in the Discord. If he's able to put that together from the schematic and not have really any questions besides the rails, how is everybody else having issues? It's all commented on the video, Achillean. They're all public comments. So those tree farms work on paper? Oh well, I said they don't, and then you said you could test it yourself if you wanted to, so. Oh, it's modified like crazy. Fair enough. Makes sense then. No, the funny thing is that they're saying that they pasted the thing in. Shall I prove them wrong? Yep, that's the name. You know, I'm no expert, but it looks like it's working perfectly fine for me. It's even blocks on the thing already. Looks like it's working perfectly fine to me. Am I like seeing shit, or is this all working perfectly fine for me? After I just pasted it in. Yeah, it looks perfect to me. People also say this one causes them issues. Yep, that output looks fine to me. See, this output is now full speed too, by the way. See, I'm a bit lost because, you know, everybody's saying that they're pasting it in wrong. Pasting it in and it's not working. I've now tested 3 of the 5 farms in here, and I have not had a single issue. So, forgive me for, saying you built it wrong. Because apparently I don't know what I'm talking about. This all looks fine to me. I wonder if just disabling observers pastes correctly. I don't know, man. Everything works fine for me when I just pasted the schematic in. It looks like it pasted properly. Nothing looks out of place to me. Yeah, if you don't have carpet Achillean to disable or carpet fill updates, if you don't have that to be able to set the... Oh, wait. Shit. I didn't do it right. It looks fine. Yeah, Killen, if you don't have access to carpet fill updates to turn that off, just disable observers while you're pasting. And try it again, because everything has worked fine for me again with that. If you, yeah, I would always have fill updates saved like a false and have that set true all the time in any test world, because it just makes pasting everything easy. Now let's see if we can replicate this. Right, we're going to turn off updates, put those back to true. And we're not going to disable observers, yeah? Now let's try to paste things and see how much shit flash. It didn't flash at all. You don't remember Flight Bandicoot? It must, because that thing didn't update at all. That should have created a lot of issues, but it looked like it didn't. Like, that looked like it pasted perfectly fine. Where was the slider? Didn't I just have a slider? Command fill. So that is default, is what I had it on. Let's lower it. Fuck it. Okay, that still didn't do anything. So I just don't understand how they're pasting it wrong, because even if I have everything turned off, it still pastes fine. I'm a little bit lost. I don't know, man. Just pasted so many of them in, and they all look fine. Did I reset that? Huh, I didn't realize this fucking goodbye. Goodbye. Get the fuck out of here. They must have changed that Medica, because I'm pretty sure when it was first the thing, like, that's why Carpet had a fill update thing brought into it, because it would always break shit if you pasted a full thing in. Mainly with observers, because they would always have updates and all that fun stuff. But if that's not the case anymore, how do people paste things in incorrectly? Is there another... Are they not pasting with execute operation? Is that, like, a thing? I'll make a new world right now. Another full fucking inventory of polished andesite. That is not the schematic. What the fuck is that the schematic that's loaded in? No, that still looked fine. I didn't see a single observer flash. No, they said they didn't rotate it. Well, at least the Billy guy claims he did not. I don't know. Maybe I'm just special. You know, it just works perfectly fine for me every time I do it. It's like, I'm pretty sure I remember testing it to be sure it worked before I did it. I sent it out. Like, every single one, I made sure, like, I tested that, like, I made individual subregions, or, like, schematics for, like, different add-ons, in case people only wanted to add the Dark Oak tree farm. They only wanted to add the Universal tree farm. They could just do it in a section. They didn't need to do the other one they didn't want to do, for whatever reason. and I tested pasting it off on the original base version, which was nether trees and the mangrove tree. That's all Link wanted at first, because those are annoying as fuck to farm manually, which, you know, makes sense. So yeah, I do not know. The only way that mangrove farm breaks is if it's rotated, or you're using a modified version of the game that's not vanilla. Obvious. I don't even fully understand why that would break. I just read the description of the original creator, which was linked in the description of the video. I didn't design the farm. I nabbed it. You know, I only said it about, what, 10 times in the video. And design it, just get it from somewhere else, and put it together to make it work. With the TNT efficient blast chamber. The only thing I can think of that would break would be the bee nest generation, which is what that farm does. It's that some layout somehow prevents the bee nests from generating. I don't fucking know. Wow. Rotating it, I guess, probably would mess with some of the zero tick pistons, but I can't see that being a gigantic issue. As far as I know, only the ones that would havoc that would be the target block ones. But then again, I only use what was included in the original schematics of the farms. Didn't do anything else. You know, I have a 90-minute, 2 different videos walking through a lot of stuff that's important and this and that. And I don't know, man. Apparently it's not enough. I should have gave a detailed background of why each block is there and what it does. Did I tell you, Com, that Link apparently watched those videos like 4 or 5 times each before he built it? Exactly. How many issues did he have? He had 1, and that was only because it was the top rail placements on the Universal Tree Farm, and how to curve those rails, because they're powered rails on instant wires that are connected. That's really the only issue he had. Now, there was another issue with the Universal Tree Farm when he was done with it, but that's because of all the different rail stuff at the top that he didn't fix all the stuff in the core correctly. So that was the only other thing he had, but that was pretty easy to see with the schematic verifier, which he did, and it worked. And he built it add-on by add-on. Because at first, he only wanted, like I said, the mangrove and the nether trees. So I just did that, and then I attached the cobblestone farm to flush the system. Because it makes sense. This was a big buffer. And he's been using that basalt generator a fuck ton for the mountains and things he's been working on. So it kind of works for him too as well. Then he said, can I have dark oak and pale oak? And I said, yeah, that's easy to add on. I can put it right behind the original storage location, and there's space there to do that. Did that. Used the add-on schematic I made that included parts of the other ones, and he was fine. Same thing. Is like, can I have all the other trees now at this point? I'm like, yep, I can do that. Added that in, used another addition, he was fine. Then he later asked if there was a mud thing, which there is, that I could do. Did that. Added that on, it worked perfectly. Now he asked for leaf farms, and I said, really the only one that's probably feasible for you is oak and birch. It's like, I can't see you getting 4 Ravengers and aligning them pixel perfect for the other versions. And he said, yeah, nah. I said, even for me, those Ravengers look like a pain in the ass to align. For Fallen Blocks, the leaf farm. It's like, yeah, we're gonna just bypass that farm. But Camperwood's leaf farm should be pretty easy for him to make. Lena, appreciate the follow, my dude. Welcome in. You don't know how much I would kill for Scaffold Place right now, dude. Surely Tweak Forks updated. No, I still take damage with that thing. Even on single player. With a boosted region beacon? Damn. I haven't even used that farm in a while, to be honest. I haven't even updated the design now that we updated to the new one. Which is only cherry leaves, yeah? I guess that's the only other leaf that I don't have. Because I highly doubt that thing works with mangrove. Yeah, it's only 1x1 trees, so it won't work with pale oak. Campfire. Oh yeah, you are against the campfire on the against the fence posts. Remember that now. I don't remember that needed to be changed at all. It does work with mangrove? Dead ass. Shit. Maybe I could modify those TNT dupers to work with non-TNT duper thingies. That would use a fuck ton of TNT per hour though, no? There's two dupers on that thing, or is it just one? I forget. Pretty sure there's two. Definitely two dupers. Yeah, it is too. I'm looking at the screenshot now, and there's definitely two stacked on top of each other. I assume that that's output in TNT like every 2 seconds, if I had to guess. So we'll say a TNT every second, which is 3,600 TNT per hour, which is roughly 2 shulker boxes. Per hour. I guess it depends how he wanted to get leaves. I just don't know how pixel perfect that TNT would need to be, like if a dispenser would work or not. Instead of the duper module. The fuck? My screen just went. Okay, good. Bro, I had to look up at my other monitor and use OBS to try to not fly into the fucking void there. Yeah. I was trying to like figure out if I could, even if I wanted to, like swap it out for a dispenser and see if the cobble gen would still be fine to get it to block 36. Or if that duper is like timed to perfection, where it's just not even physically possible without a full rewire. It's actually pretty wild that it's like essentially a universal leaf when it's that small. Do they really archive a 3K an hour dark oak leaf farm? That seems miserably slow. $9,000 logs per hour. Huh. Yeah, it's a little slow for her leaf farm. Why are another brick so loud, bro? It's like a damn. What the hell is it called? I don't know. Just loud as shit for no reason. I think I saw a new shulker farm get into submissions, yeah. I think it's worth making that instead of the giant tower, or armor stands. Seems like a bit much. $1,300 an hour, and shulkers can rarely die. You need to turn the supercharger off to replenish it. Yeah, it does not sound fun for a farm you want to just sit and leave. Especially because I probably only make like, I don't know, a couple of those. What's the rate I had in the shulker factory now? I had 4 of V4, I want to say, of the scaffold one. Which was what, probably like 4,000 shells per hour or something. Maybe 5,000. Just like 2,500 shulker boxes per hour. So yeah, I probably make like, I feel like if I just made 2 towers, oh, the reactor's that much? It's been a while since I watched that video. One reactor's 5K? Shit. We'll just do one fucking tower then. So if I just do 2 towers, I kind of don't want to do don't want to do 2 towers for a very specific reason. Yeah, enough to just make that thing done. Not looking forward to moving the shulkers though. think I might just make that area just not have wood. Like, just make it have the shells. As nice the boxes are, with the crafters now, it's not really that practical to have the boxes crafted beforehand anymore. Even with stackable boxes. I'm surprised I never thought about that, to be honest, when I had access to AutoCrafting for such a long time. I still don't have the fix with the damn world eater, by the way. So now it's just 2 days that fucking world eater is just sitting there. I'm getting a little mad because I wanted to get that perimeter completed. I think it's like Amazing Skies, I want to say. Hyper Realistic Sky. By username Jerry. I don't remember if that one was off Modern or that was off CurseForge. Yeah, if you're gonna make the World Eater soon, I'd rather just wood at this point. But I guess that's what I signed up for being a test dummy. You know, I didn't think that they would know it was an issue, change the thing, and then didn't bother to retest it for directionality again. It's like that almost hurt more than they said that, you know, yeah, we didn't test directionality. I would have been fine with that. Like, yeah, that makes sense. You know, it's a new thing. You just overlooked that. Fair enough. The fact that Iris said that they had it and they changed it, I'm like, are we dead ass? For one block. They shaved one block off the material list. I was speechless. Yeah, I don't need a full schematic. If you're saying there's one block to change, like, would assume it's all visible from one, maybe two screenshots. It's one module. It's not like it's the whole tile, the world eater. IRS is convincing you to do pyros for an array? Damn. What's the annoyances, though? I mean, the whitelister is nice and all, but for that much more build effort, I don't know about all that. Apparently, these guys have now found another thing saying that there's an extra piece of redstone dust causing the smart piston to back up. I don't know about all that, brother, because I just pasted all that shit in and it worked first time for everything. Hey, didn't see I4. Welcome in, dude. The start time's even longer than K's. K's startup time was a long time. So I get that feeling. Yeah, that seems pretty similar. I mean, the whole benefit of it is if you can just dump it in there, and once the chunk loader turns on, you can get the fuck out of there. Yep, I'm still building. I took a little bit of a sidetrack this weekend, or this past weekend. I started working on some trenches for like a perimeter and whatnot. After I finished something, but I can't really do anything right now because the world eater is directional, and it wasn't specified that it was, and they had to fix, and they changed it, and then didn't realize that it wasn't. It was now non-directional. So I'm kind of stuck there unless I want to rebuild the world eater. And also double the length because I'm making a 272 by 530 perimeter, and I made it obviously the 272 way. That way it's less blocks to place, and that's the directional way, of course. This video is going to be tree type this weekend. Well, yeah, you can't really see like anything in the nether. That's the whole idea of it, I guess. So unless you can figure out a way to like kickstart the chunk loading array. And you gotta just sit there like I've done in the past for the other one. Forgot an e-chest in front of the bedrock breaker. Yeah, that's a big break. That ain't gonna be an easy fix for sure. The clouds in the overworld. I mean, the only thing I can think of is you have something conflicting with it. Because I'm pretty sure I've seen clouds in the overworld fine. Oh, you might need fabric skyboxes. It's a mod. Most cloud sky things need, or most sky texture packs do need that mod now. Basically allows the thing to work. Opti boxes. They changed it. Yeah, I mean, if they can't, I guess I'll have to. Otherwise, I'm stuck manually fixing that single sweeper every single layer. No, that's the thing. It was wired originally to not be like that. And the materialist was one block less, or one block more, that way. They rewired it to be one block less in terms of the materialist. And now it's directional because of a piston and an observer. Because when the thing moves down, it QC powers the piston below. So that extends, which means the sweeper can't push down because the piston's extended. But that observer powers a sticky piston and two normal pistons. So I don't know how the fuck you would rewire that. I am no slimestone person. Especially because the way it pushes down and the space limitation, I don't know how they originally had it. And I'm pretty sure it's like on push limit too, which is another problem. So I really have no choice but to wait. Curse of early access stuff? I mean, yeah. I mean, surely they would have a schematic of the first version. Like, no. Oh, it was so much nicer to build than Euler's. The only layer I really didn't like compared to Euler's was the detective rail level of the duper. I hated that uh layer. But I'll take doing that over to the rest of them. Don't do it like that. I'm sorry. Blame the DJ. It wasn't me. Never go wrong with enough. Alien, that's all I ever used to listen to on stream because there was no copyright. I despise it now. Got to a point where I just like hated listening to music on stream. What do you mean, like focus in CA or just like something else? I feel like it helps me focus so much better than if I didn't. What, happy? True. That one first came out and I listened to that, I was like, damn. I guess a little too close to home. Too much into the song and ignore the chat. That's fair. I mean, sometimes I do that. think like the end of last stream, like there was not really anybody like actively chatting. So like I was kind of just like deep, just literally just grinding placing blocks the whole time. I don't think I said a word for like 30 minutes. How you doing, AR? We're getting there. I hope I can finish this one today. Got like 50-ish minutes to finish on normal time. Don't know how many layers we'll have left. I can check after this one. These things are so loud, bro. Can't be that many layers left. But I guess maybe 6? A little bit less? Probably about 6. Better be placing so much red nether brick here. I'm pretty sure between these two vendors, this is where all the red nether brick is. Two, three, 4, 5, 6. I'm not saying that number. Last layer is pretty much nothing, though. I mean, that's like nothing compared to what we've been doing. If I finish the sub-region, we will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sub-regions down. I think. Did I press update? Perfect. How you doing, Zeno? Welcome in, my dude. Rubik's done 3, Alex has done 2, I've done 2. Actually, we'll be at 7. Shit. There's another full inventory, man. Is that fun? I get that, man. He's always going to be in like a certain mood to do that kind of stuff, at least for me. So I get what you mean. I mean, this has been pretty relaxing for me as well. So I usually don't like doing big build projects like this, or even just perimeter decorations in general. But with this, I've been quite enjoying myself. The same way I kind of enjoyed myself making the play decoration for the first time with the cyclers. It seemed pretty chill. Like, I don't know, like I'm evolving almost, where I don't just want to always make farms and stuff like that. And they were getting to the point where we're probably gonna be like only like a server that only does builds like this because we're gonna like run out of farms and whatnot to do eventually. Oh yeah, world tours. I don't know if you've been watching those, but world tours always are great for inspiration. If a server doesn't really have a lot of like regular videos, which to be honest, most don't. Because I can't tell you, I've seen a single video for Quantum, which is what CA 4 is. Part of and the owner of. I can't say I've seen like a single thing, to be honest, on like video wise. Like a lot of them just don't have anything on YouTube or whatnot. And if it is, it's just a couple world tours. It's not like, you know, the project videos or this and that. Yeah, I know, Cozy. Yeah, I won't be answering that one there, AR. Definitely a little bit too personal there. Yeah, I would do tours all the time if my voice could handle it, but I'm like the only one that talks normally. It's like, it's a huge pain. So much shit to go over. Because I feel like we've done so much in like every single world tour, because you do it every single year. Especially year 4, my god, we did so much. I think it was like, what, like 30, 40 projects in 1 year? It was fucking ridiculous. At the end, yeah, that was Mecca, I'm pretty sure. I remember that being mine, or it's Kronos, one of Kronos's. Every world tour ending always evolves into chaos if you have a lot of people, regardless. And I can assure you that's not me, though, AR. I used to have it that way. Well, not that they worked on, but if anybody wanted to talk about like specific project, they could. This was like year 2 when we had the people that to do that. But now it's kind of just like a few people, so I would love for Ruba to talk, but I know people wouldn't understand them. That was definitely not one I was a part of then. I don't remember a wither being spawned in the first 5 minutes of a tour. If it happened, I didn't see it. At least, I guess you could say. But I don't remember that happening at all. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm right there with you, brother. Don't know what a life is. Just enjoy playing the game too much. What I've ever done really gives me, like, as much enjoyment, satisfaction, and anything like this, besides, like, video games and shit. Nope, that's Chronos. Yep, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, no, I know which tour you're talking about now. You don't need to. Yeah, but yeah, you wouldn't get timed out. It just would post a bunch of stars. Like, the link wouldn't be available for anybody to click on. My bot don't like any links. It's not gonna play the trumpets, and I hate the DJ for doing this. The trumpets are the best ending of the song, and you take it away from me every time. Why am I one short again? This has to be a joke. Well, it just makes a lot of sense to do it hollow. The thing just wasn't hollow, and I couldn't be asked to spend the time to try and make it hollow. Would have been a lot less blocks, though. I see it. Well, that's the good thing about tours for the most part. There's, it's usually done on a backup, or it's done on a completely different server, where the world file is like the most recent backup or whatever, and they just don't care, they just delete it afterwards. It's separate from the main SMP. It's like, it's not really that big of a deal, majority of the time. The one I just did with Illyrio for year 5, it wasn't a backup because I kind of trusted Illyrio to not fuck anything up. It's just because I know them. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really heard a lot from them recently, to be honest. It's fair enough. The dude was doing a lot of consistent videos. And life just takes over sometimes. I've rewatched it a couple times too. I think even I did it on stream once. Also, like, the one downside doing everything in time lapses is that, like, exporting and editing all those time lapses can get very tedious on large scales. Isn't it the server that called themselves, like, the most dedicated server or some shit? I swear, like, one of the World Tour titles was like that. I'm like, brother, you've been around for, like, a few months. And the name sounds familiar. I want to say it's like CS Club or somebody that does the videos that I may have seen. Alright, Idol. Appreciate you hanging out, my dude. Have a good night, man. What we're laughing for? Got a few pennies. You guys robbed me like yesterday or something, I think. First going to bed 2 nights in a row? No way. It's a moment in history. Take a picture. Not before you have a good night diapers. You're leaving too, Killian? Okay, well, have a good night. I'm waiting for Kronos Carpet to do that. Whenever the fuck that update is. We had a separate mod for 117, it just didn't work. Oh, for a lot of people. For ping reasons, I'm assuming. But I'm pretty sure I've seen Kronos's work fine for everybody. The script we have for 1.21 says it works, but it doesn't fucking work. So, we were just lied to. Yeah, for a geodig, we can't really continue past a certain point if that's not updated at like a time frame where we actually reach deep set level, because nobody in their right minds can be mining that much deep slate without instant mine. It's just not gonna happen. Why would you need that though? Oh, yeah, I got you. I thought you were referring to like a perimeter, and I was like, why the fuck would you need a unique trencher for that? But yeah, I remember now. Depends like how big of an area you're doing and like what kind of shape it is and other things. Depends if you could use like a three-way duper or some shit. Oh, it's a circle. You could get away with the three-way duper that we used for the triangle, the music just triangle, the shulker factory circle. I think that's the only two places we used it at. Wait, there's a circle three-way duper that you can use. If there isn't a thing that'll work for you by the time you get down there. I know, I've got you. We've done a lot of manual mining projects. I usually like to have one always in the background, just so people can just like mindlessly work on something if they wanted to. I don't see us doing another dig in the overworld though in this game after we do our first one in 118 plus terrain. It's just too much. Yeah, it's none on my end, unfortunately. The circle world eater is terrible, by the way. Never used that thing. All right, Zena. Appreciate you hanging out, my dude. Yeah, that thing is so miserable to work with. I never will again, and I used it for like a 40 radius circle, 64 diameter circle or some shit. Miserable. I might need to go late today. I want to get this done. Players have been going pretty slow with how many blocks there are. You know, that big text that pops up in the center of your screen. I think it's... Forget how I did that. There's something that was said like along the lines of like message or something. It's been so long since I did it. I don't remember where I turned it on or off. I would assume it's in Lightmatica, but I didn't see it. Check Tweaker more, I check Tweakeroo. Yeah, it's annoying as shit, for sure. It's like I try to check everything that I have like changed, because I would assume that that would be where I would have had to toggle it off, because I know it's not by default. CA, do you remember where? Do you have it turned off in Easy Place? Like, do you guys have Easy Place on there? Like that giant message box that says action prevented. I can't remember where I turned it off. Like how I have mine down here. Like there's like another one that has like just a bunch of boxes of shit. I forget how I changed it. Yeah, it's with the blacklisted blocks too, which means I think it was it being Tweakeroo, but I just don't remember what it was. So like this box down here, action prevented by Easy Place. I changed it to that from the like the giant box text that pops up, just like does multiple lines every time it does it. I forget where I changed that at. Like what the toggle is called for that. Because AR is asking about it, and I was like, I know what I did, but well, yeah, I know blacklisted blocks is, but like there's like the prevention or something. Oh, block type break restriction warn is that for blacklist. So that's that thing there. Placement restriction warn, that's what it's called. In Lightmatica, it's action bar. I think message is the giant fucking thing. I just forgot what it was called. Apparently that's by default to have it down there, which I don't remember that being the case, as I'm pretty sure it was always like a giant box for everybody. And I was like, nah, man, I can't have that. Part of the thing was right. That was message. That was just the type that it was, not the name of the actual thing. Once I saw Warn, I was like, yep, that's it. It's so much nicer than the whole chat clogged by it. It's like when they finally made that change for the bed, because when you used to click on the bed, it'd be like a whole chat box for just no reason. It just kept going up and up and up and up and up. That was so like annoying in vanilla. They finally changed that. It'd be so nice if that was like all just like organized by like specific use cases of the stuff. Like it was all clumped together via different things, that categories and whatnot. Yeah. It definitely got more ridiculous because people were getting even more lazy. Infinite Haste 1. It's not really that useful. Sort of inset mine ores with haste 1? That doesn't make any sense. Are they talking about it, or are people speculating? There's two different things there. Interesting. Yeah, if you're referring to a video by Ray or some other people like that literally just have that for the clickbait, it's all speculation. Mojang has been talking about getting rid of TNT duping for years. Years and years and years. And unless they add a renewable sand or some other alternative and movable block entities, they should not. Otherwise, the community is going to have a fucking outrage. It's from Ray. Do yourself a favor and just don't watch Ray. If you would like, I can drop the documents I have the files. Have fun. Well, not really have fun, but good luck. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Can't see Mojang having the brain power to not, because, like you say, if they add it, it's gonna break so much other shit. But they're gonna say that's just how things are gonna change when we update the game and this and that, and no, we're just too unaccepting of change and stuff. Top 1%. Dang. I don't know why it was just doing F5 but for some reason there. Giving somebody free whatever channel points, just have that, I guess. I don't know. O'clock already. I still have so many layers to go. Not so many, but like it's like 4 layers left or something. Four layers, well, yeah, I'm gonna try. Try to finish it off. Hopefully it doesn't take too long extra time. If I go silent, it's just I'm trying to get this thing done. I want to finish this sub-region today. Don't want to leave it so close to being done. At least each one of these layers gets less blocks than the previous. Oh, we're 420 stone. So much polished andesite. So what, it's 215,000 for the back sub-region. It's 140,000 for this one. It's 100,000 for the front, so we're at 450,000 blocks. Plus the top is, the bridge is 60,000. So you're telling me that this Venator alone is 500,000 blocks. And there's 2 of them. So over 1 million blocks of this build is just in these 2 Venators alone. It's a little bit ridiculous. How you doing, APG? Recommended. I'm close to finishing off the sub-region, so I'm gonna try to stream longer and just get it all done today. Then we can move to the front. The third or the fourth sub-region of this damn build. Well, small portion of the build, I guess you should say. I'm on it already, that's not a good sign. Yeah, a lot of people know about that. Well, not enough know about it. It's kind of funny there, Eric, because he's rated in here a couple times. And I kind of like, I act nice, even though I know all that and I do that all the time. Easy place first? No. I don't know much about easy place at all. Like, I did literally no looking into it. I kind of just went with it. Makes deco nicer. Oh, okay. Don't do it while you're live streaming. I'll test that later. What does it do though? If you can't explain it. More blocks at once. if you had to explain it, do you know what scaffold place was, or now is, from Tweak Fork? Is it kind of similar to that? No, you don't know, or it's different? Okay, so scaffold place basically means you can place, like, scaffolding for any block. So, like, if I looked at this block, for example, it would place, like, 5 in front of me, or whatever, just by holding down the click button. I don't gotta move my mouse, anything. Not exactly like that, okay. No, it's just you, or just Twitch, there, AR. I looked into it a little bit. Basically, if I were to do that and tried to keep playing the music I play now, essentially I need another plugin. And basically YouTube would have no music at all. It just have the regular game sounds, alerts, obviously mic audio and all that stuff, but it wouldn't have any, be able to have any music capabilities at all. So like it's possible. Uh, it doesn't sound great as an experience compared to what I can do on Twitch. But I guess the VOD is the same thing anyway on Twitch. Like it should be. People watch the VODs all the time, I guess. So I don't know, maybe. No, I have the music just not go to the VOD at all. Otherwise, the whole VOD would be muted pretty much. Okay, so that, yeah, so it kind of, to me, it sounds like it's basically scaffold place, which would be really nice. I don't know, it's just a whole pain to set up though, AR. For the stream on, like, I would only stream on YouTube, likely. If I were to do something like that. No, yeah, it did. I mean, to me, it's kind of sounds like scaffold place. In short. Hold on. I'm gonna try it. think I see what you mean. It's not really consistent though, is the problem. So yeah, I can't just go like this. I have to like actually like look at a certain angle. Looks like it needs a very precise angle though. Doesn't seem perfect. Doesn't really seem. Oh, like that, I guess. Maybe not at an angle. Maybe the angle fucks it up entirely. So like on that block. It's a little tedious to get go from like slice to slice, but it's definitely a nice middle ground for right now that I don't have scaffold place though. I feel like I would love scaffold place a lot better. Aim for 2 instead of 3. Okay, give it a shot. Yeah, scaffold place is like that. It's just you don't gotta look at the blocks, you just look at the block below your feet, essentially. Is the easy way to explain it. What version are you guys in? We went at 0. I don't think you have it. And I don't think TweakForks updated to that version. So I don't think you would have access to scaffold place in Tweaker or TweakFork. Apparently, it has been ingested from TweakFork into base Tweakeroo. But that's only as of 1.21.8. Told me this earlier today. So if you guys ever do update, that'll be a nice thing you could have as well. I can't wait to have that back, bro. It was so nice. Two players. One. We're close. Too close. Surely we're back to a single inventory again. Get out of bed just to place more blocks. Sometimes you just want to do it, man. There was one time, like, early in this world where I couldn't sleep and I just got up and I just mined out a spot in for, like, a new tunnel bore by hand. Like, I just wanted to destroy some blocks and it was, like, probably, like, 1, 2 in the morning. I've been there. 4:30. Damn. Can I have a toggle for this? Oh, I can. Let's go. I'll set that up later. This doesn't seem great for placing slabs. Leave it always on. Feels so sketch for me right now, like with things other than full blocks. I mean, it depends. I mean, there is no real use for slime balls. So, I mean, personally, I would just craft it into blocks. Especially if you have access to the AutoCrafter. It's actually probably... I mean, it's a little bit more redstone, but it's probably the same amount of space to do it up front. And then, of course, you don't got to worry about crafting it yourself later down the line like you used to. Just in slime, you can just spam craft. You don't gotta worry about having like precision crafters at all. Really easy to just observer clock it, I guess. But I would use a smart one that's not just always constantly clocking. Or if you really want to have a global line. I can't stand when people have just observers always powering droppers or anything in general. It's so annoying to see. It's like it's not that difficult to just add like a detection. This is so much nicer though. Appreciate you, CA. It's like budget scaffold place, I'll call it. Alright, last layer. Yeah, I feel like some things I'll probably turn it off for. Like I feel like some parts of these things that wouldn't be like ideal to have on. But maybe that's just because I've been so used to not having it, I guess you could say. Who knows? I might set up a toggle for it. That way I can just turn it on and off really quickly if I need to. How you doing, Eros? Welcome in, dude. This is the last layer I'll be doing today, though. So we'll be done very, very soon. No, I will never use it for redstone or farms or anything like that. That'll still always be the case. For deco, it makes sense for me. I never really got into any, like mini games and stuff like that. Personally. Came here to relax. I'm unfortunately going to be cutting that relaxing a little bit short. kind of sucks for slabs, I'm not gonna lie. It's like just walls that are in the wrong state according to it, but it's not. Cool. Okay, I gotcha. It feels nice to have that sub-region done, man. What, 26-2? The new one? Or the baby mobs? Oh, what, you mean the reskinned dripstone caves? And another reskinned mob? You mean how we keep getting lazier and lazier with every update? I'm annoyed. Like it could be useful. I mean, I really only see it useful for like mini games and shit, and I'm not a mini game person. Just feel bad for the people that don't play on servers. That thing's gonna be kind of useless for them. Yeah, I mean, they could at least done something different with the fucking thing. Make it somewhat a unique generation. It's just not just obviously a retextured dripstone cave. Like, it's kind of sad. Like, oh yeah, the water. The water, it's a single block that changes and it gives you fucking nausea. Like, what? Like, at least make it something that's not miserable to, like, experience. I mean, I'll eventually update. I'll give it a chance with when we go up to Vulcan. I'm waiting for Vulcan, and then I'll probably update. That'll probably be it though. And it'll be a while. We're just end off here. I don't see anybody live in the raid, and it's pretty late. I don't really want to yap for a little bit. I'm gonna go straight to bed. Look your sound suppressor. Yeah, I'm kind of just like straying away from anything suppression wise, to be honest. It got overused and it just got ruined for me. Everybody would start using the same stuff and this and that, but yeah, full second subregion is completed. We have the front, which is around about 100,000 blocks, which is that section there. So 40,000 less than that, and then 70,000 less than that. So yeah, be good progress. You see, Rubik already has theirs done, which they've been done for a while, and they actually even started on the bridge there. So Rubik's probably going to be done this Venator tomorrow, if I had to guess. So that should be interesting to have that thing done already. Got a lot of build-ins to do in the middle that are pretty dense in terms of blocks. So we shall see how that goes. Yeah, I just don't personally like the illegal blocks and whatnot, or just everything just got old with sound suppression or suppression in general. So probably stick. I feel like I'm sticking away from all that stuff. It's cool, but I feel like it just gets overused and stale pretty quickly, so unfortunately. Because everybody just does the same thing. Like doing stuff that's not what every other player uses. It's just my personal preference to play the game differently, a little bit like that. But again, I don't mind people that do it, or I like kind of enjoy watching other people do it. It's just not for me. It was nice, yeah, but then everybody and their mother started just using update suppress portals for farms, and every farm just looks the exact same, just different places. I like when farms are unique and everything like that. So I won't build one like that unless I have to, absolutely have to. But that's for a different day. And then it off here. We'll see if we stream tomorrow. I don't know. I would like to. If we don't, I'm tired of shit. But yeah, we shall see. Appreciate you guys hanging out though. Wish you night, day, whatever, and I'll see you dudes all later.